Howdy folks, this is Tall Turtle here and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. We have an enormous flight today. Well, enormous for me. It's not going to be that big of a deal for you because you're watching the edited down, watered down version. But we're going to do the freaking Flyer Miles achievement today. That is where you fly all the way from Asbro Studios in France to Microsoft headquarters in Seattle. It's about a 9-hour flight or even longer than that. And we're going to do it without speeding up the sim and without using the co-pilot. And we're actually going to fly this thing. How am I going to get that done? Well, I'm starting the plane early in the morning, if you haven't noticed about my early morning voice. And then we are going to use autopilot, not the co-pilot, but autopilot. And then I'm just going to let it run. And I'm going to check back every now and then to give it more fuel and make sure everything's on track and hit record to do some sightseeing shots and everything. And no spoiler alert, because even if it doesn't work, I'm keeping this in. So you won't know until the end if it actually worked or not. The only thing you have to remember to do is give the airplane more fuel every now and then hit the record button for some sightseeing shots in between. Although it's going to be mostly water and some Canada. Not that Canada's boring, but it's not going to be like major towns or major features or anything. So there's actually not going to be hours of sightseeing or anything like that. So don't worry about it being that long of a video, really. This introduction is probably going to be the longest point once it's edited down. Now, as far as the achievement goes, my understanding is that it's simply a runway-to-runway achievement, which means as long as you take off from this airport and simply land, touch your wheels at the other one, the achievement's going to unlock. People have claimed that they've even gotten the achievement flying over Seattle. Other people have said that they've crashed kind of near Seattle and also gotten the achievement. So it shouldn't be that big of a deal. There shouldn't be any bugs or anything that would not let this work after all this work of getting it done. You don't need to worry about assistances or ATC or anything. In fact, we're not going to do ATC because I'm not going to be around to manage the radios. I'm just going to be around to check on the plane. So it's 6 a.m. in the sim so that we can have it be daytime about the time we land and we can see Seattle. Alrighty, so I think that's long enough of an introduction. I rehearsed that introduction, which means when I rehearse it, it doesn't go as planned and it's not that great. So I got to stop rehearsing things. Let's hop inside. I already have that. The reason why everything's lit up is because I have external power on because we can. Let's see, let's confirm the parking brake. Because even though it shows it's on, it often isn't on. And let's see, tail flood is already on so people can, see what plane we're flying. Although I don't know if it shows up actually. Interesting. Yeah, it doesn't even show up, but it's on. Okay. Let's see, emergency lights to arm. I think they already are. No, they're not. Emergency lights arm. There we go. Panel and flood on. Yeah, although they're kind of bright. There we go. Let's go like that. Fuel and passengers I already did. I loaded this thing full of fuel, and then I'm just going to do Control R, which is repair and refuel along the way, because this won't make. This only has 3,500 nautical mile range, and I think the flight is. I think it's 5,000 nautical miles. If I can do the translation, I'll put it on the bottom of the screen right now. And if there's nothing there, it means I don't know, because it might give me like ferry distances and driving distances, which is not flying distances. We are using a flight plan, IFR, high altitude airways, place to place. We're going to fly at 36,000 feet. And let's get this thing started up. So come down here and hide this for a moment. Battery switch is on. Generator switch is on. APU start, which is down here somewhere. Right there. Let me come up here, and when this gets to 100, we can keep going. And there it is. So then we do the bleed, which should already be on down here. Right there. Yep. Normal. Already generator on, which is back up here again. Do I have it here too? My preset? No, it's right here. Where is it? Right there. Right? That says on now, doesn't it? Yeah, it's on. External power off. Everything should stay going. That's good. All power levers and everything to idle, and they are. Conditioners forward on the yoke because it does this thing right here. See that? Let's see. Pulse light on, which is right there. Right engine, start, stop. That's this weird thing because of my yoke thing. But let's just push the button and see if it actually starts with one push with this already saying run. Let's see if that does anything. Maybe it's going to work. We'll see if it shoots up there. Let's give it a minute. No. So we got to mess with this. Okay. Stop it, run it, close it. I can't tell if it's closed. Close the cover. Where are you, cover? Whatever. Now hit run. Is that going to work? Now it's working. So I have to do the thing on my yoke and then push that button a bunch of times. It's really kind of strange. Let's see. Confirm rising. Repeat for left engine. Alright, come back down here then. And open the cover. And push the thing a couple times. Close the cover. That time the cover closed for that one. I can't get it to close on this one. Weird. That's super strange. It closed on the left one though. How's it looking? Let's see if that one starts up. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Alrighty. And let's let that stabilize though before we turn the APU stuff off. And we're at 60. So APU generator off. Come down here. APU bleed off and APU itself off. There we go. Icing is needed. Yeah, we use icing because we do have some clouds turned on. So we got wing ice, that ice, engine ice, tail normal. And I think that's all we do over here. ELT is automatically armed. And, well, that helps a lot. That's kind of nice to see. What does that do? I can't tell. Dim? I don't see anything dimming. Probably because it's off screen. Alright, total hours 1.9. Hopefully I remember to look at this myself in editing. Remember, look at the total hours when we're done and see what that says. I'm curious to see how high that's going to go up. Alrighty, what else do we need to do? Oh, something was in yellow there. Oh, that's bus ties. Yeah, we want them closed. I did some research on how that actually works. It's kind of interesting. It's very super obvious once you've researched how that works. Otherwise, let's see here. Set the wind. Oh yeah, we get to do all the fun things now. Whoa, dude, slow down here. Let's see if I can see this far away. I like my wind to be number 3, although it's not really going to matter, is it? Because world weather's turned off today. Nav is going to be FMS, which is that. Bearing, don't need it because we have all information here. Top of descent I wrote down as lawn row. Timers will have that up. What else do we want here? Weather doesn't matter because it is off. Flight plans, radios doesn't matter. We're not doing ATC. Nav source FMS, speed bugs. If I go, is it this one? I can go somewhere on here. There it is, speed bugs, all on. Then that way we get a cool little thing on our tape that tells us what is what. Anti-collision lights, that's going to be recog. No, it's not, is that one. Wing inspection, no. Taxi lights on. Flaps down 1 notch. Where are the flaps on this thing? Right there, we have 3 sets, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, have to remember, I always forget. Alright, otherwise, I think that's it. We're just going to taxi. Where are we going to taxi to? I set it up to use the closest runway, which should be right there. See it with the red? We're just going to turn right and go to that runway. We don't get a pushback, I don't think. So hopefully we don't crash into something when we touch the grass. Actually, let's stay in taxi view and parking brake off. And I guess we could well, should we try reversers to back up? No, let's just go through the grass. Man, my Maine Coon is mad that my door is closed. But if he comes in here when I fly, then he steps on stuff, right? You know how cats are. Alrighty, let's get this back in, and let's get this back in. And we're good there. Alrighty, here we go. Landing lights on. Turn those off. Taxi lights off. Confirm flaps should be down 1. Yep, start the timer. Which I guess I have to hide this for that. Count up, start. Does it go up on here too? Nope, just over here. Ever since an update, it only does it over here now. So hopefully I'm remembering to notice this before I hang up the flight at the end. I want to see how long that gets. I guess I can just add up the recordings but that's kind of laborious. So hopefully I remember to check that. Just like I'll remember to check the hours on the counter. Alrighty, let's get out on the runway because we are ready to. Flaps are down, lights are on. We're going to say we have clearance from ATC. Again, we're not messing with ATC because I'm not necessarily going to be around to answer the radios. I know I can give the radios to the AI, the co-pilot, but I don't really like to use the co-pilot because things can get really wonky. Alright, here we go. Is that really my preset? Yeah, it is. Okay, I always feel like we're too close, but when you look at the headrests, we're in the right spot, so okay, whatever. I might play with that though, since I have plenty of time to mess with this plane and look around and get to know it. Alright, we're going if it's not obvious. Oh yeah, if you put the lines between your legs, in your center, I have to remember that. It's kind of interesting way to think about it. Alrighty, let's watch what we're doing in takeoff here. Whoa, my yoke's all the way back. Okay, I guess I got to revisit sensitivity after the last update. Yuck. Gear up. Jeez. Stop the brakes, or stop the wheels with the brakes. Flaps coming in before we blow stuff up. And let's slow down so we don't overshoot the speed limit. There we go. Let's fly towards our first waypoint. Actually, there's going to be another waypoint. Hopefully hopefully autopilot will catch the next waypoint here that we're flying towards. Because we missed the first couple ones because of the runway we chose. Is it going to change to purple? Please. Please change to purple so we can use autopilot. Or else it's going to spin us all the way around. Nope. Whatever. Let's get some stuff going here. I know we're speeding. Where's altitude on this thing? Right here. Let's go all the way up. All the way up to 36,000 feet right out of the gate here. And come on, 35 and 36 right there. And let's see how this works when we do flight director, autopilot, nav. Okay. How's it going to handle the nav? I'm wondering what it's going to do. Is it going to spin us all the way back to the airport? Alright, let's just let it do its thing. We had 10 grand yet. Yep, we're at 10 grand. We can go as fast as we want now. I was pretty much within the speed limit though. Better than normal. We just have to watch our engines or stay out of the red there and not overspeed anyway, which we're about to do. There we go. We can probably increase our climb rate, but we're not in a huge hurry. Alright, so the airplane's going to do a big circle. Yeah, let's increase our climb rate a little bit so we don't overspeed. There we go. Engines are in the green. We have plenty of fuel. I got to figure out how to turn down that center brightness. It's driving me crazy. And what else? Okay, good. It did. It just circled around like I thought, but not as badly as I thought. Okay, good. We'll keep the flight plan up here. I'm just curious. We can always zoom out with this, right? Zoom in and out. No, we can't. Yes, we can. We just have to be in the right exact spot. What's going on? Oh, it's one of those double ring things. Probably just switch pages on the outside and zoom on the inside, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, let's see. Let's do the checklist. Of course, gear and flaps have been up for a long time. Cruise icing is needed. Lights off at 10K, which we did a long time ago. And just monitor things. That's it. So I'm going to monitor fuel. I'm going to monitor autopilot. I'm going to monitor speed. I'm going to monitor everything. So let's hop outside for some sightseeing together. Super fast. Holy cow, does that look amazing. There we go. That might be your thumbnail right off the bat. Whoa, this looks cool at night, doesn't it? And there we go. That's exactly what that city looks like on the map when I previewed it. Oh, I got gamer tags on, don't I? Whatever. That'll be fun. It just screwed up my screenshot, that's all. Alrighty, so let's see. Looks like someone else is doing this flight, because that's where we took off from. And they're in the 787. And they're about to take off. So somebody else in real life, right now, is about to start this achievement. Isn't that crazy? I mean, I know there's millions of people, not millions, but tens of thousands maybe hundreds of thousands of people playing this at the same time. But to start this achievement at exactly this moment, that's pretty cool. I don't think they'll catch us either. I think this plane is faster than that one. Well, unless they speed up the sim. But anyway, we're cruising now. I'm just going to monitor fuel, monitor autopilot, and monitor my speed. And that is it. Oh, look at that. Full moon, which in real life, I think it's a full moon tomorrow. I think. So anyway, that is all there is to it. I know I talked a lot in the beginning, but that's because I'm not going to talk for the next 8.5 hours. So I have my top of descent written down. I'm just going to do stuff around the house for the day and give you some sightseeing here and there. And that's it. I'll probably do some voiceover at top of descent, or not voiceover, but narration at top of descent. Yeah, there's the ocean right there. Let's see, did it screw up? Okay, good. Sometimes it screws up when you do the thing, when you do the whatchamacallit, drone. So anyway, yeah, I might do some narration at top of descent or not. Otherwise, I will see you in Seattle this afternoon. Well, we're about halfway through, and yeah, 4.5 hours on the timer, but I'm looking at a map of distances. We're about halfway through. So a few things to talk about here. First of all, we're having that click bug where certain things aren't clicking. Like I can't click in the pedestal there, the yoke thing. I can't move any of these things. If I click stuff, nothing happens. So I'm hoping that doesn't disrupt our operation of the aircraft. I already tested the heading bug, and the heading bug does work, and this stuff seems to work. So as long as we can turn autopilot off and move stuff around with our yoke, we should be okay. But It is a little disconcerting when you're doing a 9-hour flight and you don't have many chances to do this and half your equipment doesn't work. But if you're wondering where we are over the dead center of Greenland. I've been trying to do sightseeing of each major thing, running downstairs in my studio and seeing where I'm at, and doing some sightseeing. So that's where we are. Now, why is it always dark? Well, I realized after I started recording that we're so far north and we're going so fast that we're actually staying ahead of the daylight. It is possible to do. You can move faster than the daylight if you're far enough north, because it doesn't move. The Earth is tilted, so it's not a perfect band. If we were farther south, though, we would not stay ahead of the daylight. But because we're so far north, we're staying ahead of the daylight. And before we turned over Greenland, we were actually getting ahead of the daylight, and it was getting darker. So I was hoping we'd have this really cool sunrise flight, but I just realized, 10 minutes into it, that no, we're not going to get that. We might get a little sunrise when we get closer to Seattle, because we'll be heading south again, and it'll take time to approach and land, so we'll be slowing way the heck down. So we might get sunrise upon landing or upon approach, but we'll have to see. But right now, it's completely nighttime flight, which is kind of a bummer, because it would have been cool to see Greenland, but we'll just have to do a Greenland flight, won't we? So I'm not terribly upset, but having fun watching the moon move across our view. It started off behind the pillar, and then it's been moving across instead of up and down. It's been moving across because of our altitude, or not our altitude, well, our location laterally. Our latitude, there we go, our latitude has been causing it to do that. Plus, we have been turning a little bit. So there you go, middle of Greenland, and then we'll be getting over the Northwestern Territories. Hopefully, I catch that on screen time, sightseeing time, and then over the Hudson Bay probably, and then I don't know where we're gonna go after that. Over some mountains, Saskatchewan probably. But anyway, we'll cover those areas as we get there. I'm following along. I'm on my phone. I have Google Maps loaded, so I can run down and see where I am and things like that, because this is zoomed out all the way. So that's all we're going to get for that. The last thing before I leave you with more sightseeing is our top of descent is LNORO, which is down here somewhere. Where are you? It's right there. So we can zoom in and we can actually see how far. Whoa. That's been another thing that happens when you get the clicking bug, is it jumps around. So you can see, it's doing it again. The clicking bug. Oh no. Oh gosh. Come on. No. I want to go. Come on. There we go. Right there, we're going to Dava. And we've got, all these distances here between waypoints. Man, that's a lot of flight time. Oh my gosh. And then Lonro is top of descent, and then we're going to aim for 22,000 feet by there, and then we're going to come down if it'll work. Oh, this is so buggy right now. I'm scared to touch it. And then we'll be at 9,250 when we enter our approach, and so on. And we'll kind of follow these if I'm here to do it. See, this is, several hours of flying just in this last section. Oh, I can go like that. No, I can't. This is several hours of flying in this last section, so I'm going to step us down if I'm here to do it. I'm not going to record every step. That would get exhausting, but I'm going to try to step us down based on altitude if I'm here to do it. Otherwise, you might just end up nosediving. Or if I know I'm not going to be around, I'll just set it to like 8,000 feet and leave it early. We'll see. I'm going to rest my voice, give you some more sightseeing, and I'll talk to you at top of descent if I'm here to catch it. Otherwise, I'll talk to you somewhere around top of descent. See you in a bit. Well, only 9 hours and 34 minutes into this thing, and we are about to reach top of descent. In 7 minutes, we'll have top of descent. But before that, we finally have a sunrise coming up a little bit. If you noticed in the sightseeing montage there, because we were so far north, we were actually outpacing the sun. And the sun was setting in the east, and the moon was rising for us from the west. But as we make our way further south towards Seattle, we are finally getting a moonset and a sunrise. Ooh, look at that. I don't even know where we are. I was, with the sightseeing, I was labeling everything where we were. I was following along with the map as I went, but I'm actually in the middle of making dinner right now. So I haven't been back to the sim for about an hour and a half. So, hey, Def Dog is back. He was with us in the beginning, too. Let's hop inside here and see where we are. Oh, I don't know. We're zoomed out all the way, too. I guess I would have to look where we are. Let me see if I can figure this out. Oh, gosh. Oh, man. I haven't been here since Black Lake. So, anyway, where are we headed to here? We're going down to 2250, so let's just do 22,000 on the good old alternator machine here. I can't even see it because it's so dark. 22,000, we'll step it down in a moment here. I just have to calculate what rate of descent we're supposed to use. Because I don't know. Let's say 1,000 feet per minute, because I don't know. I should know those things, but I don't. And I can't remember. 22,000, right? 22,000 for the next waypoint, which would be Yankee Victor Romeo. Sorry, I'm listening for the oven to beep at me here. Let's bring that down. There we go. No, I want that in view. There we go. Otherwise, I was gonna, spend some time playing with the buttons and things and learning some things during the 9 hours doing all things around the house, but because all the buttons crashed on me, I couldn't do anything. So, I don't know. I wasn't able to play around. Where we at? We coming down top descent? No, we have a couple minutes yet. And the big thing for me will be making dinner while I keep track of my speed. I might have to pause this and come back later. I hope that doesn't affect the achievement after all this work of keeping up on this. Oh my gosh, if the achievement doesn't pop, I'm going to do this again with the sim sped up. I'm not doing this again. I'm sorry, all of you purists out there. I am not doing this flight again. It's really long. I mean, even though I haven't been sitting here for 9 hours and however odd minutes, it's been a long time keeping track of everything for 9 hours and 38 minutes. Let's waste our last couple minutes here outside looking around. Look how gorgeous that is. And we are going to get a sunrise. I'm waiting for it to peek up over the horizon. And already enough messing around, as much fun as it is. We need to fly a plane, and there we are, a minute and a half from our top of descent. We have autopilot set. We're just going to do vertical speed at -1,000 and watch our speed. We don't overspeed. So there's top of descent. Let's see what it says it's going to be, and then we'll calculate based on that our rate of descent. We have to come down. What did I say was 16, 14? This is zoomed out all the way, by the way. We'll zoom it in once we get in approach, and there we'll zoom that in. And whoa, let's keep our speed up. I'm going to adjust speed here and then run up and make dinner and try to let this keep running because holy crap, 40 minutes. I don't want to have to pause it and come back for 40 minutes. I want it to run for 40 minutes while I make dinner for 40 minutes. So let's see here. Let's get our speed under control and then we'll look outside and try to catch the sunrise. Is the sun going to peek over? When is that sun going to peek over? It might be a bit yet. But if you think about it, local time, well, we still have another time zone to go through, but the local time right now is 8 hours before that. So what's 15 take away 7 a.m., right? 7 a.m., 7:07 a.m. in our destination right now. So we should be seeing the sunrise. Okay, how's our speed doing? We're still climbing. Let's bring back throttles a little bit and get that pink line to stop moving. Of course, we can go faster as we get lower, but because that overspeed was at 267 the whole trip, and now it's at 271. So, all right, so that should be good. 350 feet per minute. We have to come down 12,000. 12 times 3 is 36, right? 12 and 12 is 24, plus another 12 is 36. 36 minutes. If we hold this speed And this rate of descent will end up exactly at 22,000 feet at our next waypoint. Good. So that's it for my talking. I have to go make dinner. I'm going to let this thing run, and if I have to pause it, I will. But, yeah, once we get there, we have to drop down to 9,200, which is another just shy of 12 more, 13, man, 12,800 something. And that'll be our next thing to look for. Okie dokie. I really hope I catch this sunrise on recording. I'm going to try. I gotta make dinner. Otherwise, we're starting to speed up a little bit. Otherwise, we're good, I think. Yep. Okay. I gotta run. I'll get some sightseeing here somehow. Somehow I'll get you some sightseeing. I'll see you at their next waypoint. Alright, so look at Connegan Lake. The United States border is right there. We've been there before in the Beaver and X-Plane. A lot of videos there, but I wanted to show you the sun is starting to rise, and we have friends with us, I see. But I'm not going to turn them off because I don't want to leave the sim. I don't want to touch anything. I really want this achievement to not bug out on us. So as Andrew flies across the sunrise, did I say the sun is starting to set? As Andrew flies across the sunrise in his DA-40 at 1,348 feet, we're going to enjoy that sunrise. That's kind of a bummer that that's there right now. Whatever. Def Dog's been with us pretty much the whole time. That's crazy that someone else is flying this flight at the same time we are. That is insane. It's awesome, but I guess there are so many people doing it, but still, it's pretty cool. I have another friend with us too. What was it? Well, we got a couple more now. Inlaid Chalice and Juliet Golf. I can't even use regular letters anymore. I have to use phonetic alphabet. And then we had Sarcastic Tooth or something was here, but he's gone now. Or they are gone now. I should assume every simmer's a male. I have 20 feet below sea level. I know Louisiana goes below sea level, but does Seattle go below sea level? Alright, got somebody else with us, a Buzz Scissors. Alright, I kind of wish I would have turned off gamer tags now. This is going to be a pretty busy area, but I'm not going to leave the sim because I don't want to screw it up. Alright, let's watch that sunrise. Is our buddy gone? There we go. He's almost across the sun. Kind of like an eclipse, right? Andrew is our eclipse. Alright, he should be flying in eclipse. Oh, how fun would that be? I do miss that plane from X-Plane, the eclipse. But anyway, there's a sunrise I've been waiting for 9 and some odd hours. Like I said, well, for you it's only a couple minutes, but for me, 10 hours ago, I said I was looking forward to the sunrise, but I wasn't thinking where we were flying in the world. We were actually ahead of the terminus. Therefore, it never got us until now. It took 10 hours to catch up. And we had a moonrise, which was fun. I texted my really pilot friend what I'm doing. He's like, isn't that a 10 plus hour flight? I'm like, yeah. I thought it was going to be 9 or 8. And I'm stuck here trying to finish this. And of course our final approach is going to be right when dinner is done. Otherwise, what else is there to talk about? Not much other than just rambling and wasting time. See, here's the United States border. See, doink, cuts out right here. See all the call signs change to the airports. That's how you can tell. Canada, United States. Alrighty. We're almost at our altitude already. Pretty good though, only 10 minutes off. Not too bad. So I'm just gonna shush my mouth for a minute and give you some sightseeing until our next altitude change. Hey, it looks like civilization down there. I'm not talking about the 50 people in front of us. There's more than 50. It just only shows 50 people at once. But I'm talking about down there, below the nose. Civilization, not the game. Alrighty, we can finally zoom in our map thing a little bit here. Is it that way to zoom in? It is. Let's not zoom in too much though, because I want to know where the airport is and everything. So we are leveled off at 22,000 feet, only 4 minutes ahead. Not bad. Let's get our next altitude dialed in here, which is going to be 9250, but that's going to go so fast. It's going to go probably right into the 8,000 right after that, but we'll dial in 9250 for now, and then that's where I'm going to have to pause the sim and take care of my family or get dinner on the table. And I don't know when I'm going to come back to this. The sim might be paused overnight. Oh gosh, that would not be good. 9200 there. Double check our work. 9200. Alrighty. Oh, I was on my approach checklist. Weather, don't need to worry about it. Landing lights on at 10 grand. We'll worry about that 10 grand. Spoilers are armed. Kind of early to worry about it, but I looked anyway and they're armed. And then gear flaps. That's a long time from now though. We're about to reach the approach though. Alright, there's the water. There's Vancouver Island in front of us across the water. Man, that's crazy. And of course, yes, we have flown Vancouver area in X-Plane before quite a bit. A lot of subscriber requests came out of there. And I flew them all, every single one of them. Okay, so here we go. That is our waypoint. Alrighty, let's start descending now to 92. So we are going to, whoa, vertical speed. Oh, that ding menu. Vertical speed. Nose down, what did I say? Well, this now we have to come down what? That is 13,000 feet per minute or so, or 13,000 feet. And we've got 9 minutes to do it, so that's more than 1,000 feet per minute, isn't it? And we're going to start slowing down. Do not want to exceed 250. So actually, with that in mind, we don't have to come down that fast. Alrighty, let's start slowing down to 250. Let's get our landing lights on and stuff. Now, hey, the buttons work. Nice. They weren't working earlier. What do we need to do? Come down, and then that'll bring us to... Can't see that with the glare. Come down, and then down another 1,000, and then, yeah, then we'll be hand flying by then, probably, because I don't force... Well, I don't know. What approach is that? It's not an approach, really, because... There's no runway selected or anything to use ATC. That's what is missing. If we had used ATC, it would say use this approach and transition. We would dial it in, and then it'd be like RNAV or ILS or whatever, and then we would tune in. The glide slope would be tuned in. We just hit approach over here right there. That magic button. That one right there will land for us. Close to it anyway. We're not going to do that. We're going to hand fly. And you're going to pick a runway. Look at all these people. Such a popular flight sim area. 10.5 hours in now. We're coming up on our 9,200 right on time too. Wow, did I plan that? Sometimes I feel like I might actually know what I'm doing. Alright, we're not going to do an approach like I said. We're just going to fly to the airport. I'm going to land. We're not using ATC and there's no weather, so I'm just going to fly towards the airport and land. So we're looking at 3,500 next. I think that's what that says. Alright, we're trying to get down to 3,500 feet within the next 4 minutes, which should not be a problem. I'm just trying to keep our speed below 250. Let's go like that. That'll help a little bit. There we go. What else? I don't know. I think we can do this super fast before I have to eat. Turning right over. Oh my gosh, there's the airport right there. We're really high. Okay, let's bring back throttles. Gear down. And don't trust the computer, because apparently... Oh no, we're going to be on that airport. Where are we going? We're going... Whoa. No, sorry. We're following Stewie Pineapple, or whatever that airplane is right there. See that? First set of flaps down, gear down. Here we go. Wow, there... Oh my gosh. There are so many people. And I have custom... Not custom airplane types, but look at this. So our frame rates are dipping down because there are so many people. And you can turn off multiplayer, which I should have done. Or you can at least tell it to use generic aircraft, and then that way it's not modeling every single one. What? Stall? Sorry, I'm not paying any attention to what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. Full flaps. Holy crap, this is tough with all these people here. bogging everything down. No, we're still above minimum. Minimum being 20, and then 25 is the bare minimum we really want to be. Let's use the right runway because we're lined up for it. So what was I trying to say? So yeah, what you can do... Oh my gosh, this is unplayable like this. Oh, I don't know if I can turn off multiplayer. Can I turn off multiplayer in the middle of this? I might screw things up. So what's happening is... hang on, I gotta focus on flying a plane at the same time. Oh, I should have turned it off. So what happens with online traffic is, first of all, it's calculating everybody's airplanes, and I don't have generic stuff turned on, so it's actually like modeling every single plane. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. I didn't even think this through, so this is really hard to control, and it's not because of my settings cranked, it's because of all the online traffic. So I should have turned off online traffic, or at the very least I should have turned on generic modeling. Whatever, we're 2 and 2, we can handle it. Gears down, flaps are fully down, right? I think so. Yep. Oh, this is awful. I did not think this through, did I? That's okay. We're still going to land. We're still going to be okay. This achievement better pop. If it doesn't pop, I'm going to scream. I'll mute my microphone if I scream, but this is really hard to control with this performance. Oh, this is terrible. Oh my gosh. I don't know if any computer can handle all this right now. Oh, let's not stall. I can't even land a plane like this. No. No. We'll make it. We'll make it. We'll make it. Oh my gosh. I can't even fly like this. The performance is so horrible with all these online players. Oh, this is ridiculous. Oh. That's fine. That's fine. Come on. Come on. Reversers, spoilers. We did it. Where's my achievement? Where's my achievement? Seriously? People were telling me as soon as they touch the runway they get it. But anyway, this was all done in real time on a Saturday. I think it's Saturday, maybe it's Sunday. I don't know what day it is. But real time, didn't speed up the sim, nothing. 11 some odd hours, whatever that ended up being. Plus all this monkey business that's happening right now. And it was exhausting, even though autopilot did the work. Some of it I saw to do quite a bit, plus I was coming and going to get screenshots and sightseeing captures for everybody. So I didn't just set it and forget it like a crock pot. I was active that entire time, coming and going, plus doing other stuff. So I'm completely exhausted. But it was worth it. Definitely the longest flight I've ever done in Flight Sim. I think the only long one besides this was like 3 hours. I ferried a little plane for somebody had a sub request to ferry a plane, so I ferried a plane. It was like 3 hours. So to go from 3 hours to 12, it's pretty crazy. I am crazy. If this didn't work, I will do the achievement off camera. I'll just speed up the sim. I'll just let Copilot do the whole dang thing from start to finish and speed it up. Because that's a lot of people are doing it as a workaround. But I don't want to do the workarounds. I want to actually get these achievements for real, you know. But if they don't work the first time, then I'm okay doing a workaround as another attempt. Obviously, I don't have time for this again. Let's see what happens here. I'm hoping by having the AI pilot or the co-pilot shut everything down, it'll count the flight and then the achievement will pop. That's what I'm hoping for. That's kind of my last ditch effort of hope. Is that it'll pop when the AI parks us. I hope. I don't even see the lightsaber guy. There he is. He's telling you to slow down. Do I have to take over?
Seattle ground horizon Air 2169.
There we go. Go straight, he says. Okay, you're gonna stop because last time I almost hit the guy. Let's see. He's telling you to keep going. He told you to keep going. Come on. There you go. Now you go that. No, turn.
Taxiing to general
There we go.
Parking via taxiway,
Okay.
November Tango Juliet,
Fingers
cross
crossed.
runway
I'm holding my
Juliet,
breath.
Hotel
I really
Cross
hope this
runway
works.
16 left, Hotel Bravo, Golf Alpha, Horizon Air 2169.
Gosh, would you shut your mouth? Jeez. Okay, stop. Stop and shut down. Stop. Stop. I'll shut everything down. Okay, here we go. Okay. Now, do we get the achievement? Where's my achievement? Come on. Come on. Ugh. Why does it say time of flight 10 hours and 45 minutes, but it was clearly over 11 hours on the thing? No takeoff, apparently. So maybe that's what it was, is our takeoff didn't count. Our landing counted, but our takeoff didn't count. So that's probably why the achievement didn't pop. Oh my goodness, let's check the achievements menu. Maybe it's there, I just didn't see it. Alright, 61 hours. In northern, they're not 44 bush trips. 61 hours. Okay, let's look. What is it? Frequent flyer? Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Where are ya? Where are you? I went too far. Anyway, we can look at the 50-hour one. To the 50-hour one? Where's the 50-hour one? Okay, pilot program, 50 hours worked. I didn't see it or hear it pop, but that one counted. That's good. I can take that one off my list. Where is frequent flyer? There it is. It didn't count. Why not? Probably because the takeoff didn't register. Because you have to like do things in the right order, the right way, precisely, or else it doesn't count your takeoffs. So what I'm going to do off camera sometime is I'm going to just start the sim and do the AI pilot and speed up the sim. It takes like 45 minutes sped up, I think. So I'm just going to do that, unlimited fuel, AI pilot, speed it up, and then just get this to count. That is so frustrating. But obviously I did it because you saw 12 hours of video crammed into one video. So I'm totally bummed. I'm going to have to figure out a different way. So anyway, that was a long day. Okay, I'm not doing anything like that ever again. I know, that was too stressful. So hopefully you enjoyed it. It was fun editing, at least I'm thinking it was fun to edit that, maybe not. Anyway, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, blah, blah, blah. Leave a flight idea in the comments and I'll fly it. And I will see you next time.